Paralyzed Veterans of America, Changing Lives, Building Futures, 2014. As PVA elected a new executive committee in February, including Al Kovac as national president for fiscal year 2015, it said goodbye to an icon, Speedy and the PVA flag, the first steps of implementing our new corporate brand featuring a new logo, which some are calling Mission Man. Through the dedicated work of the Office of General Counsel on behalf of veterans from all eras of conflict, more than $2.6 million in monetary and other benefit awards has been granted in 2014. As a partner in the Veterans Consortium Pro Bono program, PVA lawyers provided mentoring for other lawyers and representation at the Court of Appeals for veterans' claims. In addition to its regular slate of site visits across the country to ensure the best care in VA facilities, PVA hosted its 4th annual Medical Summit and Expo, with VA Undersecretary Dr. Carolyn Clancy providing the keynote address to the record attendance of more than 800 clinicians convening in Las Vegas. Introduced to attendees at this year's summit was the 2nd edition of the Pressure Ulcer CPG, the most recent CPG PVA has produced to continue to promote best practices in SCI care.
This summit brings together a critical mass of people who are doing cutting-edge research, people who are working and trying to take that research as soon as the findings are good and turn that to the benefit of patient care, and brings it all together and has a huge array of educational courses. I just can't think of anything like this. So for veterans with spinal cord injury disorders, this is the event of the year. PVA is, having been in this business of making very systematic site visits for over 30 years, it's a gift.
From annual production of the independent budget and testimony, eyes were on government relations this spring as testimony regarding problems with access in the VA drew much attention.
Political interests do not come before the needs of the men and women who have served and sacrificed for this country.
And media coverage.
Fiery argument is breaking out in Washington over the VA healthcare scandal. Lawmakers are at odds with some of America's largest veterans groups.
It was a coordinated assault from 3 of the nation's top veterans groups. You clearly represent the worst of politics in this country, wrote the Paralyzed Veterans of America. Your allegations are ugly and mean-spirited in every sense of the words, wrote the VFW.
From advocating for our nation's veterans on Capitol Hill to providing access to veteran services from the bedside, VBD continues to be a partner for life, expanding services and outreach in 2014, providing assistance with monetary benefits, which includes disability compensation, pension, reimbursements, allowances, and debt waivers. VBD staff in 2014 filed over 25,500 issues before VA, recorded more than 192,000 client contacts, obtained more than $287 million in retroactive and annual awards for clients.
In the desert, the unexpected happens at night.
The truck flipped, the vehicle landed on me. I realized I can't move my legs. I'm looking for one person, one contact that can help me.
When John arrived at the VA, there was someone. Stephen Bush of Paralyzed Veterans of America. He helped John with his claim and became his advocate to get him back into life.
When I approach someone that's newly injured, I want them to feel comfortable that they're not alone.
Well, for almost 70 years, Paralyzed Veterans of America has been a lead voice for the veterans that are most underserved, and those are the ones with catastrophic disabilities who aren't given much of a chance once they return home. Because our organization has been that voice, we've given many of these men and women who are here today to compete an outlet to look beyond the hospital walls, look beyond their homes, and to be something.
An important part of leading a full life is finding employment after a serious injury. To assist, PVA is continuing to expand its vocational resources to serve all veterans through Operation PAVE, which opened its 7th office at the Heinz VAMC in Chicago in May. serving veterans in the states of Illinois, Indiana, Missouri, and Ohio. Benefiting Operation PAVE, the 7th annual Paralyzed Veterans Golf Open, hosted by Agility, was held in June, raising more than $400,000 to support our PAVE offices. A new initiative within VBD is supporting our caregivers, the unsung, unacknowledged individuals who provide care to our wounded service members and veterans. As a result of Architecture and Medical Services coordinated site visits at VA facilities in 2014, their expertise and recommendations are leading to renovations, additions, and improved accessibility to maximize the recovery environment. PVA architecture ensures access in public spaces, as well as recognizing outstanding accessible design with its own Barrier-Free America Award presented annually. And among other public projects, PVA reviewed the plans for the new Minnesota Vikings Stadium, and their evaluation encouraged the Vikings to go above and beyond the ADA compliance codes to make the stadium one of the best for wheelchair seating options and access. And at the national headquarters, PVA architects were asked to design a new conference center on the second floor to be unveiled in November. From the perspective of those who are expert in the field of disability policy, PVA's advocacy staff recently visited RLE Engineering International headquarters in Troy, Michigan, reviewing Amtrak mock-ups for new bridge plates and ramps and platform gap variances to accommodate accessibility and safety for all travelers. In addition, Advocacy also attended the 21st Annual Mid-Atlantic ADA Update Conference in Baltimore, apprising them on updates to the Americans with Disabilities Act.
Get out of the house, get off the couch, come out and do stuff with other veterans.
Paralyzed Veterans of America's sports and recreation programs offer opportunities to help our disabled veterans get back into life.
I can tell you right now that a weekend with us, whether it's fishing, shooting, bowling, billiards, hand cycling, wheelchair basketball, quad rugby, whatever, a weekend doing stuff with us is worth more than 2 months worth of appointments, any day of the week.
Not only was wheelchair lacrosse an exhibition sport at the 34th National Veterans Wheelchair Games, sports is teaming up with Wheelchair Lacrosse USA to put on lacrosse clinics, hoping to expand wheelchair lacrosse teams to every major city in the United States. Through our public service announcements, we secured more than $43 million in media placement values for fiscal year 2014.
Hi, I'm Ben Affleck. The only thing better than playing a hero in the movies is being a hero in real life. Like the 50,000 veterans who returned from Iraq and Afghanistan with devastating injuries. They are true heroes, and they're why I'm proud to support Paralyzed Veterans of America. They make sure veterans with spinal cord injuries get the care and support they need at no cost to them. To learn more, visit pva.org. That's pva.org.
Paralyzed Veterans of America exists over 68 years. We are a primary veteran service organization and focus with veterans who come back from war that sustain spinal cord injury and disorder. So we walk them through the process from the time they came back, how to obtain health care, benefit, and all throughout their life we follow with our benefit service officer.
We take great pride in the fact that we sometimes a little too quietly go along doing the hard work. We go into the hospitals, meet veterans at the bedside with our benefit services. We began to explore career opportunities right there at the bedside before these people are thinking about work with our PAVE program. PAVE stands for Paving Access for Veterans Employment. We started that program back in 2006, and today we've got a lot of veterans job opportunities that they otherwise wouldn't have had.
What PVA is noted for is not just raising awareness, but having solutions to the problem. I just came last week from the Veteran Wheelchair Games, which is the largest wheelchair sporting event in the world. We're here in Las Vegas because we're helping get continuing education grants for doctors, nurses, social workers, and physical therapists and psychologists. We believe that if they're going to be taking care of us, we want the best educated people that can do the job the right way.
Changing lives, building futures.